Hello, everybody. Okay, I'm hoping, don't mind this. I just brushed my teeth and I'm just a really messy brusher. But anyways, um what the fuck? What the fuck? Anyways, I hope this records. I've been, as you guys can see, I've been uploading my older videos from 2021 to empty up some space. And hopefully that works. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be so mad. Because honest to God, I'm tired of all these technological bullshits, man. But anyways, a little bit of a room. No, there's only one difference. I just moved Marina over here, and then I bought this. I had this as a kid, and then I grew up and I moved downstairs, and I was like, I'm a big girl now. I want plain walls, everything white. I want nothing in this room. But now I'm like, oh my God, this is so cute. And I checked again on Facebook Marketplace, and there was a woman selling 3 of them bitches for $25, and I was like, oh my God, I want to go so bad. But it was literally in White Bear Lake, Minnesota. And if you don't know, that bitch is far fucking away. And I was like, that's not worth it. I wish I could, but I can't. Okay, I can't justify that. And I've been driving so fucking much, okay? And oh yeah, so I started college again. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. I'm a junior now, which is kind of weird to say because I feel not that old, but yeah, I'm a junior now. And theoretically, if everything goes correctly, I'm going to graduate in fall of 2025, which is 2024 actually, which is kind of scary to think about because originally I was supposed to graduate in the spring of 2025. So I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with graduating early. I mean, it's whatever. I'm not in a rush either to graduate. I mean, it'd be a money saver, I feel like, but FAFSA got my back. So but yeah, so I started class after Labor Day, which is yesterday on Tuesday. And the way I set up my schedule is so fucking lame. I wish my design classes were online, because oh my God, driving up there is such a fucking hassle. This is such a first world problem to fucking complain about. But I've been driving, I've been commuting basically, and I've never really commuted before. I have kind of, I had a dorm, like I said, you guys already know, first year, and then my cousin drove me, so I didn't do any driving. And then I had an apartment my sophomore year, and I still commuted a little bit at the end. But now it's full commuting. I don't have anywhere on campus. I'm like, fuck. And it's one of those semesters where I'm on campus for 4 out of the 5 days. That I'm like, what the fuck? Because back then I only had 1 or 2 classes on campus, so that was way easier to manage. But now it's all design classes, and them bitches love to be in person, which I'm like, you guys are sick. You guys are sick. Well, whatever. I'm not gonna complain about it as long as I get everything done. I'm not gonna bitch about it too bad. But today, bro, traffic was so fucking bad. On Tuesday it wasn't too bad because I left around 10, and that's when traffic wasn't horrible. It's still heavy, but it wasn't oh my God, I think I'm gonna shoot myself. But today, I got stuck in 3 places, bro. Coming out of my city, I got stuck, and then coming into another city, which is 50 minutes away, and then I got stuck when I was trying to get into Minneapolis. And then getting into St. Paul is always a smooth sailing because nobody wants to be in that bitch anyways. But driving into Minneapolis itself, trying to breach the city entrance, yeah, that took damn near 20 minutes. And I was speeding too. No, police officers, if you're listening to this, I did not. But theoretically, I was speeding. Hypothetically, I was speeding, right? This is just allegedly I was speeding, okay? Maybe 5 over. And oh my God, and I don't know. But anyways, Lady Gaga helped me through. So I so yeah, the first day of class, it was fine. I mean, I had 3 classes that day, and it went from 11 to 6. No, 11 to 5, because I came home around 6. So that's, I mean, it's 6 hours, but oh my God, 6 hours on campus is insane. And I have to leave my house around 10. So I'm technically and I'm driving back and forth. Yeah, so my first class was all right. I came late, and it's the same classroom that I had before, and someone took my spot. It's a spot that I sat in last semester, so I assumed that I would have the privilege of having it again. But I came late, so that's on me. Whatever. they can have the spot. Unless I come early tomorrow and take the spot. That's on them. Because seatings are not assigned. I'm gonna feel like an asshole about it anyways, though. I'm gonna feel like, oh my god, like they took this, like I would be mad if someone took my spot, but at the same time I want that spot because I sat there, but like it's not their fault that they took the, anyways, that's just how I feel. But yeah, it's a really, like, that class, I have a lot of like familiar faces, which is really cool to see. I've been coming, okay, I told you guys before that I have like issues for like remembering people's faces and like names and stuff. And like I said, that B12, man, that shit has been helping because I've been like remembering faces a lot better now. And like I actually recognize people. I still don't know their names. Like if you were to ask me what their names were, I'd be like, but like if you ask me like if I recognize them, I'll be like, yeah, they were in this in class that I had or something like that. Okay, so right now, like I'm feeling a little bit better about like that aspect. So thank you, B12. And then yeah, and then my second class. So between my classes, I decided like, okay, my home internet sucks not balls, bro. Like we upgraded like a couple of months ago, and like recently it has just been a fucking bitch. Like I cannot even watch like a YouTube video without it stopping, boop, and then the internet dropping, and then like I have to go like unplug it and shit and do all this IT shit, and then it'll work for like another like 10 minutes and then it'll die again. And I'm like, what the fuck are we paying for? Like we're only paying like $70 for Wi-Fi, but like $70 is $70. Like just give me the Wi-Fi, babes. But anyways, so during the spaces between my classes, because I think there's like a chunk of time, like 30 minutes maybe, and then another chunk where it's like 2 hours, which is like, but I got a lot of work done. Anyways, I'll tell you guys more about that. But like in that 30-minute chunk after my first class, I was able to upload a couple of videos and schedule some videos. So like it's probably going to schedule out until like December. Okay, so like you guys are going to be like well behind, but hopefully once I get everything like well structured out, you guys will be caught up in real time, which I mean works a lot better for me because I'll have more storage space and then I won't like stress about it as much and stuff like that. But like I feel like I will just like accumulate, like I'll probably like once you like catch up to where I am, I'm probably gonna like stop posting and then like accumulate a few more videos and then start scheduling them out because your girl gets busy and like I'm not really an interesting person, so like there has to be like moments in my life where like it comes like slightly more interesting other than me just being in my room and like complaining about, I don't know, men. I don't know what I talk about. Like I was watching those videos back. Oh my god, it was so embarrassing because I was editing the videos, right? And I was like sitting in the common area because there's no other like seating places. And my classroom's on the first floor, so I was like, okay, I'll just stay here. And like people were able to see my screen because I feel I have the brightness up to be able to see the sound waves when I was editing, and I was like what the fuck? And like this is how I know I'm pathetic because I was giggling at all of my jokes. Like I was giggling, and like my younger self, I was like, oh my god, she was so funny. Like she was eating it up. And I don't know what that's all about. I think that's just like a symptom of like, I don't know. So yeah. But yeah, I still have a couple more videos to post. I haven't even gotten to like this summer, but this summer I didn't like record a lot, so I'm not too stressed about it. But like last summer I was on it. I must have been, I don't know, bored as all nuts. Probably, but anyways. So yeah, I uploaded some videos and I did some stuff for my art channel. I don't know if I'm ever gonna like tell you guys more about that, but like you guys can find the Instagram if I ever start posting. It's QP because that's my initials, QP, but it's spelled like QP, like the mayo. So it's QEWPIE. They're probably gonna sue me for that. They're gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's our brand. And then I'll just change it to like my initials or something. I don't know, because it'll be the same shit. It'll be QP. That's my fucking name. I don't know. But I was doing some stuff for that, and then I did some of that, and then I went to class. I don't remember what that class was. What was it? Oh, it was like an internship thing. And okay, funny thing, I actually dropped like so there's like different sections, and I dropped one of the sections and then I joined another section, and I guess my name didn't get added because I was waitlisted, and I went in there and I came in like kind of late. And it looked like I didn't know where I was. Like I came in and I was like, because the room was full. When I tell you that room was filled up, like everywhere was seated, and I was like, where the fuck do I sit? Sit. And there, luckily for me, there was like a spot, but it was right in the fucking front. And I was like, I hate sitting in front, but whatever. Losers can't be beggars or whatever the fuck it is, right? So I sat in the front, and then we were doing like a roll call, and like as you were doing roll call, you have to like introduce yourself and like say what major you are and like what you want to get out of the class. And like the entire class went, and then I just never went because I wasn't on the fucking list. And then I was like, but I don't think anybody noticed because honestly, like it's like, who cares about this one person? I don't know, like it's whatever, right? But I was like, oh fuck. So and then like and then he was going through the syllabus. My instructor, he's like going through the syllabus, and he's like, attendance is mandatory. If you miss a class and it's unexcused, you'll be docked a grade. I was like, oh. So after class, I was like, I went up to him. I'm like, hi. So like, you didn't call my name, but like I'm actually in your class. Like I got waitlisted and like you didn't call my name. And he was like, oh shit, can you write down your user ID and your name? And I was like, oh yeah. And then he just searched me up. He's like, oh shit, there you are. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's good because I didn't want to be like absent. And he's like, no, you're all good. And I was like, okay, that's great. That's great. Thank you. And then I busted the fuck out of there because I was like, okay. And like the thing that I realized as I was doing like these introductions and listening to other people in my major talk about like their future plans, I was like, I don't really have any future plans. Like they could all be bullshitting for all I know, but like at the same time they make it seem like so convincing. Okay, because I was convinced. I was like, you guys are really like professional right now. Like you guys are so like on top of it. And I was just over here like, I like to do it because it's fun and it's fun. But like in my first class, I think the question was like, why do you want to do design and like, what's your future plans for it? And I was like, I just bullshitted. I was like, I guess I can do something for like nail salons because I speak Vietnamese and a lot of them are Vietnamese. But like, I don't really want to do that. Like, it's just a thought, but it's not something I truly want to do because I can speak Vietnamese, but like, it's not like I like want to or choose to. It's just I can, but I just would prefer not to because if I were to, they'd be like, okay, I don't want to work with you right now because you are being kind of sketchy because the way you're speaking just makes me seem like you might be speaking of AI technology right now, something Google translated because something's not computing because you're not natural. I'm like, okay, that's my fault, truly. Wait, let me see something real quick. Okay, I'm like paranoid after like everything's, but I'm gonna have to clip these together, whatever. But like, I'm just paranoid about the videos. But anyways, and then like everyone else in my class was going down. A lot of people wanted to do like sports advertisement, which I never really considered, but that's pretty cool. And some other people were talking about like I think like the only thing that's coming to mind is the sports thing because I feel like a lot of the kids in there wanted to do sports and that's why I remember it so well. Like a lot of people want to do like sports advertisement and work for like sports teams and stuff. I think I heard someone like wanting to do like some album stuff, work with like artists and stuff. And like that's basically all I remember. That's really bad that I can't remember anything else. And then in my career and internship class, and that's basically a class where you're just learning how to like market yourself and like write your resume and like do internships or like reach out for internships and like prepare yourself for like all that. And like he was like asking what do you want to get out of this class, and everybody's saying like they wanted to get their portfolios like on top of it, and I was like, I thought I was here for like the resume part. Like I thought we were like here for like the resume. Like is the portfolio like a part of the resume or like is the resume the portfolio? Like I don't like another two different things, but like I don't know. Like they were all talking about their portfolio and he was just kind of like, okay, like the professor, he was like, okay, like we can definitely work on that. But like the thing he was like trying to emphasize was that we're here to learn more about like learning to like market yourself rather than perfecting your portfolio. And like it was kind of strange to hear everyone talking about their wanting to like really kind of define who they like their niche as like a digital artist, because you can't, I mean it's good to be like an all-rounder, but it's also good to like have a specialty because they'll make you like more unique in the field, because it's good to like have like a jack of all trades type of style where you can like work in multiple different fields, but at the same time it's good to also have like something that's your bread and butter, you know. And I was like, oh shit, and I'm like, I really don't know what I want to do because I don't know, like this is just like a fantasy of mine, but for some reason I'm taking it as like a reality. Like for me, I just want to be like a freelance artist that like makes stuff and then puts it out and like and people buy it, you know. Like I don't want to like work for a company, but if I do, then like I was thinking about it more when I was like in traffic. Actually, I was in traffic, so it all comes full circle, right? I was in traffic, and I was like, I was thinking about it after class. I was like, oh man, like I don't think I want to work for nails. Like I lied basically. Okay, don't tell my professor that, okay? Because I'm like a serial liar. I like to lie for no reason. Okay, I'm not lying right now, but like I was lying there, okay? But like I was thinking in the car, and I was like, genuinely, if I were to actually work in an industry, I think I would want to work in the food industry, or like something like works with like food marketing or food packaging or like cookbooks and stuff like that. Because I've always been inspired when I'm looking at like Molly, what's her name, Molly Batts, is that her name? Like her cookbook is like amazing. Like I love the formatting of it. I love like everything about it, and I just love like the thought of like being able to like take someone's like passion and then like making it marketable for other people to like recognize that passion and also enjoy that passion. That's kind of what I want to do now that I think about it. And like I can relate to those bakers or cooks because I'm also someone who enjoys doing that in my free time, but I know it's not something I can like do like professionally because I mean I'm like it's good for me and my family, but like if I were ever to release it, someone's gonna get salmonella most definitely. I'm not like I drop shit all the time and I'm like, oh. But like I'm the only one eating it normally, so I'm like I don't feel bad about it because I'm not serving it to anybody. But when I am cooking for like family parties, I always make sure I'm like sanitizing everything correctly and like making sure if I drop something, it goes straight in the trash and I wash it and whatnot. Um, but like for me, if I drop something and I'm making something like mac and cheese for myself and it like a piece of cheese drops on the floor, that shit's going back in the pot. There's cheese is expensive nowadays, okay? Dairy, eggs, like everything expensive. Like I'm not wasting one drop, okay? But anyways, but yeah. And I've always been a big fan of like doing like looking at like food packaging and like looking at like how things are like advertised to you because like you could literally like put like dollar store fucking cookies and like a really well done package and someone would be like, yeah, I will pay $20 for that, you know, because it all comes down to aesthetics and like we're all vain people and we all like beautiful things in our life and like as and I feel like a lot of people are willing to like kind of shell out a couple more schmeckles for like something that looks pretty in their pantry or something like that. And like I'm definitely someone who like kind of prioritizes um what's the word, like it's not like aesthetics. What's the opposite of that? It's like the usage of it, like the I can't remember the utility of it. Like I prefer like having something that like benefits me in the long run rather than having something that will, you know, eventually like deteriorate but look pretty in the short term, you know. But at the same time I do recognize that like there are a lot of people out there that would prefer having something a lot more aesthetically pleasing for their space, you know. And then yeah, so that's what I'm kind of like teetering towards. I don't know if that's something. I mean, Minneapolis has like what like the gold medal or something, Pillsbury. I don't know what the fuck we have, okay? But like, I don't know. But like, that's something I'm really receptive to. But also at the same time, I also want to do a lot more community based work where I'm like trying to help the community that I'm from. And that's why I said something about like working with like nail salons and helping them like improve like their like like it's not old design, but it's not also like I feel like their designs can be a lot more streamlined for like the average consumer to kind of understand better, because I feel like a lot of the issues always come down to like pricing and like how to contact them and their stuff like that. And I think that to be able to kind of like streamline that and create less of a hassle and like create a more kind of like comfortable experience for both, you know, the workers and the customer, it's just to be able to have all that information compacted and like be able to kind of just be handed out easily and like, you know, but at the same time I understand that like my community is kind of like not stingy. I don't want to diss on any Viet motherfuckers, but like I don't like they're still kind of like lean like kind of conservative, I guess, like not like liberals, am I right? But like kind of more like they kind of like it, they're kind of like me, right? They're kind of like, oh, like if something serves the purpose and it does the job, like technically like it does the job, like it's not the best but it does the job, then I don't need to improve it. And that's how I see things, and that's how my community generally see things. And so I think it would be kind of a hard market to kind of break into, but I mean I don't know, like, but I really do want to, like, help my community more. Um, in that aspect, I suppose, like restaurants as well, restaurant store owners, anything like that, just to kind of help their their overall like aesthetics look a little bit better, so people will feel more welcome, because at the end of the day, graphic design is to be able to make like the bit like it make it more kind of like personal, and just kind of more passionate, and like just overall just a lot more comfortable and warming, and just human based, because a lot of times when you look at it like a business, you don't look at it as like someone is like running that shop. So there are like people that are like operating the shop. You just kind of see it as like an establishment. But like once you kind of like bring in that like aspect of like, oh, there's actually like genuine people with different backgrounds running the shop and stuff like that, it'll like, I feel like it'll kind of, and that's kind of what I want to do. Like, I don't really want to work for big companies, because I mean, I've said enough about big companies already, but like, I don't know. I feel like there's over like already like an oversaturation within the market, and like I also kind of like played around. This is another fantasy that I've had, but like it's not a fantasy that I would like to. It's not a fantasy that I've like, what's a word? Like actually genuinely like considered, like the fantasy I had before, because like I said, the fantasy I have like now kind of is that like I would like to be a freelance. I told you guys that, freelancing and like doing my own work, and like making myself my own, like making a name for myself as a graphic design artist, so that people will look at my work and want to come to me, rather than me being in a company and having to just get whatever I can. But like I said, that's a fantasy, right? That's a fantasy, and I know that's not like something that I can like genuinely like actually like do in my lifetime, probably, because that's just how the world works. You can dream big and you can work at it, but at the same time there's a lot of setbacks, but like if I mean, I could try if I wanted to, but then I'm gonna have to like, whatever. But that's a fantasy. But another fantasy, which is like a step above my fantasy, like a fantasy to like, it's like you're delusional if you think you can do that. But like one of the things I really want to, like, one of the delusional things I want to do within my career is like move to Vietnam and just set up a shop there and kind of work around more Vietnamese based consumers and customers, and really kind of like offer my services there. um but I, like I said, I know that's like a very kind of like like my fantasy like of like just being like my own self-owned in America, like freelancer, is like here. This is like fantasy, right? And then this is like reality. Reality is like down here. And then like the Vietnam thing is like, yeah. That's like how out of it is for me. But like it's something I've always kind of like fantasized about. And then another fantasy I have, but it's like a lot more like kind of just like whatever. It's kind of like me running into the fucking like backwoods and just living like a caveman, just living off of the land. But that's, I feel like everybody has that like fantasy at one point in their lives. But like yeah, I've always like I I think it would be cool to kind of like experience like the workforce, not the workforce, but experience graphic design within Vietnam itself, because like I said, I really want my identity and my culture to be like a big part of like my career. And I understand that like it can be really difficult to be able to kind of do that and make a living. Like I'm not delusional to the point where I'm like, I can do that most definitely. Like I know my limits as a person, and I know the limits of the world, and I'm just like, you gotta humble yourself. Like you're not that good of an artist to like be thinking of all that. Like I'm trying to be humble right now, like but if you guys ever see my name on a billboard, if you guys ever see me on a campaign in Vietnam somewhere, well shit. I'll eat my words then. You guys can dunk on me all you want. Be like, look at you being delusional, okay? But like right now, you guys just have to let a girl dream, okay? You gotta let me dream for just a wee bit. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if that's like something I like would like. I don't know. I feel like I would love to like format someone's like cookbook. Oh my god, just thinking about it makes me so excited. That's how you know I want to do it, because I'm like super excited about it. But like when it comes to like doing nail salon stuff, like I'm like, I would do it, but that's because it's a passion of mine. It's something I would like to do, because a lot of it is just kind of boring stuff. You're just like formatting everything and making sure everything is like kind of more like consumable, and I mean, it's not like I'm still excited thinking about it, but I'm not like like I don't get like a rush of ideas when I'm thinking about like doing nail salon stuff. But, like when I'm thinking about like doing cookbook stuff, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, I could do that. I could do that. Um, so that's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. And then did I talk about? Okay, so that I went on a side tangent there. I'm just talking. This is definitely a rant for like them graphic nerd designers or whatever. So if you guys are into graphic design, we're all good. But if you guys are bored out of your mind, I don't know. Just go watch a video of me talking about normal shit. Um, okay, so yeah, after that, I went to my third class, which was like a lecture, and oh my god, it starts at like 4 and ends at like 5. Like no, it starts at like 3 actually, and ends at like 5, or I don't know, maybe 4 or 5. I can't remember. Like it's not like at like 5 exactly. It's like at like around like 6. Okay, it's like 5:45 or something. And I'm just like lectures, bro, like drain the fuck out of me. And this day was already so fucking long because I feel like I don't know if I'm gonna upload that video because I was like not delusional. I was like disassociated like for last year in my sophomore year because I was running on like 48 hours of no sleep, and I was just so like I didn't know what was real and what was not. And I didn't even know how I was able to go to classes and like come back in one piece. Like that was how like out of it I was. But like I might upload that video though because it had a funny story time. I don't know if I explained it correctly though, so we'll see. I'll like see if the video is like coherent or not. I'll retell the story because it's kind of funny, but like yeah. But like I actually was able to sleep this time around, like just 3 hours, but that's still like I was able to sleep because normally when like something that's like super anxiety inducing, like starting a new day of school or starting a new job or starting something or like doing something that like requires me to go outside for a long period of time, I'm generally not able to go to sleep because I'm so anxious about leaving the house. Okay, you guys. That makes me sound like such a fucking loser, but I swear to God. anyways, bypassing that. Anyways, but I was able to go to sleep, which I was super surprised about, and I was super energized to go to class, which I was surprised about as well because experience from last year, I was like, wow. But like by the time like fucking that lecture hit, I was just tired. I was so tired. I was like, oh my god, like the instructor, super fucking cool dude. Like he's funny as shit. He comes from like a theater background, and you can definitely tell because he's super animated and super outgoing. But that doesn't mean it wasn't still a lecture, man. And that was like one of the classes where you had to like introduce yourself. Like it was like just an introduction day, I guess. And like we had to like introduce ourselves again, and like he was like asking us like, what does design mean to you? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like it's just cool. Like that's how like my brain works at like a fucking like 13-year-old boys, like whatever. Like it's just cool to me. I do shit because it's cool. Like if it's not cool, if I don't fucking like it, if it's lame, I'm not fucking doing it. And like graphic design, anything art related, it's just fucking cool, and like I was just trying to like my last name starts with a P, so I had a while to go. So I was like, well, everyone was like doing their thing, I was like thinking about it. I'm like, what how would I like take, I don't know, it's just cool to sound like something a little bit more professional, something a little bit more inspiring, because everybody's like saying something like, I just really like how like personal and like emotional it is, and like everyone's talking about like, I just love how like accessible it is, or like this and that. And I was like, oh my god, like they put a lot of thought into this. Like let me think really quick, because I don't want to like just say it's cool. So I just ended up saying something like, I just like how versatile it is. Like I feel like I talked about that before too, but I just like how versatile graphic design is, because you can literally design something in Adobe or Illustrator, not Adobe or you can design something in Photoshop or like Illustrator, and you can take that on like different mediums. You can put that in like a video format or like something commercial based, or you can make it into like an animation, or you can transform it into something that's like a poster, something more handheld. And I just love how like you can just transfer like different designs into like different like mediums, and that's just something I really like, because that's not something you're able to do like more so in like traditional art. Because once you do something in watercolor, it's not like you can like, I don't know, like take it and like transform it into a video. I mean, you could, but like it'd be kind of difficult. And yeah, I just love how like versatile everything is, and I just love how like standardized everything is. Like once you create something in Illustrator, like it doesn't like, when you like blow it up, it doesn't like pixelize like how you would like on like when you get some shitty ass like JPEG on the internet. Like everything is just so I just love it. I just love it. I'm geeking out right now because I love that shit. I love that shit. But yeah, that was my first day. It wasn't too bad. And driving back was a bitch. Like driving there wasn't too bad, but driving back was a bitch because it was around like 6, and I thought that like traffic would die down by then. It did not. Like it wasn't as bad as this morning, but it was ass. So I think for tomorrow, I'm probably just gonna wait until like 7. I'll just stay there and work on some assignments, and then wait until traffic dies down, and then I'll bop. But yeah. And then today I had 2 classes, and oh my god, I don't know why I did this to myself, but I signed up for like an 8 a.m. class, and like not 8 a.m. It was like a 9 a.m. class, but I had to drive there at 8, and oh my god, waking up at 7 was tough, guys. Look at me bitching about first world problems, but it was tough. But yeah, I mean, the first class wasn't too bad. It was like a lecture about like history of graphic design. And I'm not gonna lie, I like spaced out. It's like a 2-hour lecture, and like all of my professors, this is the one thing I truly love about like Minnesota's graphic design, the College of Graphic Design in Minnesota. The one thing I love about it is that all the professors that I've had are fucking amazing. Every single one of them that I've had, from my personal experience, are fucking amazing. They all are super like chill, relaxed. They all they don't really care about grading too much. They just care more about like if you're applying yourself and stuff like that. And it's super cool to like, you know, work with people who are also within the field as well. And like right now we're doing a lot of cool shit. Like I think we're like designing something in my class for like a bookstore, and like one of us could like get like chosen for it to like get mass printed, which is really cool. And then we're eventually going to do like a redesign of the Minnesota flag, which is like a genuine thing that's occurring, because Minnesota apparently has had an issue with their flag for a long time, and like they've been like wanting to do like a redesign for a long time, and right now they're doing that. So my professor was like, we're gonna do that in this class, and I'm like, okay. And that's really cool. I think that's really cool how we're able to just kind of like take our coursework and apply it to the like the bigger like sphere, rather than just doing homework just for homework. You know, I think that's really sick. And one of my other classes, we're doing some like commercial work for Caribou. You guys are not from Minnesota. Caribou is basically like the Starbucks equivalent. And if you speak to any Minnesotan, like true Minnesotan, they'll probably say Caribou is better than Starbucks, because honestly, their coffee is way better than Starbucks. But like, I just really like the pink drink. Okay, like sue me. Like there's chai, their matcha, and like their like refreshers are on top. But like, if I ever want coffee, I mean, I guess I'll go into like a Caribou, but like, I'm never really in the mood for coffee, anyways. But yeah, so one of my classes, we're gonna do like a fucking like thing for that, and then they're gonna hold like a banquet where we're gonna like display all of our work for it. And I'm like, you guys, they're taking it seriously. I thought we just had to submit it and that was that, but no, apparently we have to present it to the people of like Caribou, and I'm like, what the fuck? And yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's kind of what like that. So like, if you guys are like genuinely interested in graphic design, I'm not sponsored by. Could you imagine if like I never like disclosed that I was like sponsored? Like this video was like made specifically to like advertise like the University of Minnesota's like graphic design. Okay, I'm not sponsored. This is not sponsored. This is me like talking out of my ass. But like, if you are able to like, if you live within Minnesota, or if you're like in the vicinity, like I would like recommend you guys to come and just check out the place and see how you guys like it. Because honest to God, I love the program. Everybody, like I said, the professors, the facilities, and like everybody is just super fucking chill. They're super helpful, and you know, like you're gonna meet like a lot of cool people as well. Like I know a lot of people within my major because it's a rather small school. Like the graphic design school, I think it's not graphic, like the overall like I don't know what they call it. Like it's not school of design. It's like the outer thing. Like the school of design is like where it encompasses like all of like the design stuff. So there's like interior designers, there's like I think architects, there's like UX people, there's like product design people, And so I'm a graphic design person, and I know a lot of graphic design people, and they're genuinely like the coolest people ever. I don't talk to any of them because I think I might be like dumb or something. So I just never really like react emotionally when people talk to me, or I don't know. I just don't talk to people because I just don't feel the need to. Even though I'm like blabbling on right now. But like if you guys ever meet me in person and like I make eye contact with you and then look away and then just walk the opposite direction, that's not because I hate you. It's just because I just don't feel the need to talk to you, you know? Uh, oh my god. That makes me sound like such a bitch, but it's true. It's true. I'm never gonna take a selfie with you guys either. Like, you guys need to keep your distance. I'm just kidding. If you guys want a selfie, just let me know ahead of time. Don't take a random picture of me like do my Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like just like give me a heads up. Be like, hey yo, I'm taking a picture of you, and I'll be like, because I'm like always if I were to do like a side profile of me right now, like I'm like, yeah, okay, so not too much. So you guys have to give me a heads up before you guys take a candid photo of me. Like it's not gonna be candid at that point, but it'll be like a better candid, okay? Because I'll be like, instead of maybe you guys would like it better if I was like hunchback. I don't know. It like spread around the internet and be like, look at this fool. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't do that. But yeah, so today basically. Yeah, the lecture, blah blah blah. And then I had 50 minutes to get to my other class and it was like two different buildings. I was like, ran my ass there. And that was the class I was talking about where we get to do a thing for like that coffee shop Caribou. And yeah, and we're gonna do some logo redesigns, and I really like doing logo stuff, so I'm excited for that. Um and I don't know, I feel like in that class like that's where like my antisocialness like really kind of pops out, because when I like become overwhelmed with like a lot of people, I just kind of like shut down and I just don't want to talk to anybody. Like if I'm in a classroom full of just not full like 15 people, like that's okay, but this class had like 30, and 30 is like maximum. Like when I was like taking psychology, and that's like one of those like general ed whatever classes, so like a lot of people take it regardless of what major you were. So like we were in a lecture room full of like maybe like 200 or 300 people, and I was shut down. I did not talk to nobody in that fucking class, in that lecture, okay? Because we had to do like turn-in talks, and I would never ever do that. I was like, I'm already overstimulated enough. I don't need talking to any of y'all. And so in this class, I just kind of like, it's like the Caribou thing is like a group project, and I don't know anybody in that class. And like and like the professor was like, okay, reach out to people and ask if they want to be in groups. And like there were already people who were like established like friend groups and stuff, and like I was just like, I don't know anybody in this fucking class, and like I was just so like embarrassed to ask anybody, so I didn't bother asking. I just kind of, I'm a lone alpha wolf, somebody will come to me eventually. No, I'm kidding. I'll just ask one like next week, I guess. I don't know, like whoever's left I'll take. I don't really care. Like honest to God, when it comes to group projects, I'm not like picky of who I work with. Like you can stick me with like the laziest motherfucker and I'll just like, who gives a fuck? Like it's a group project, you get it done, and it's not gonna affect you for the rest of your life. It's like high school, like it's not gonna like affect you for like it's not gonna be like a fucking like watershed moment for you. It's not gonna like alter your life. Just do the group project. It's probably like a couple of weeks and then you move on. It's not nothing too big, okay? But yeah, I don't think anybody would want to work with me though, because I'm like so antisocial and so like awkward. Like I don't know, like once you get to know me, like I'll talk a lot, but like outside I'm just super awkward, and I just like I do this thing. I realize I do this thing where I'm like I'll know somebody and we'll talk like in class, but like when I see them outside of class, like I'll make eye contact with them, but then I just won't talk to them because I don't know like what like vibes are occurring. Like I don't know how they feel about me. I don't know if they're like that, like they're like me who just do not want to be approached like outside of class. I don't know if they like hate me. I don't know if they like despise me. I don't I'm always like paranoid that like people don't like me, even if they do like express like they do want to talk to me. I'm always paranoid that like they don't want to talk to me genuinely, and like I don't know why that is. Like I feel like that's like a thing that I don't know why, but like it's a thing. So like I just never really talk to anybody outside of class. Like within class confines, I will talk to you if I'm comfortable, but like outside of class, if we know each other, and like know each other, meaning like we spoke like previously, like I will never talk to you outside of class. Like we'll make eye contact and we'll be in the same vicinity and we'll like but like I'm not gonna talk to you. And that's not because I hate them. It's because, like I said, it's because I think that they don't like me. Okay. And I'm just like, and I just want people to kind of live their life and let them do their own thing. Like, I feel like if someone would want to talk to me, they'll come up to me and speak to me, right? If they like genuinely want to like speak, like, I feel like every conversation I have like has to have not like a purpose, but like someone has to have like a purpose to talk to. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like every conversation I have has to have like an like, I don't know. But like, so essentially, if you want to actually like talk to me, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, fuck off to you if you talk to me. But like, I'll be like, okay, like, okay, wait, let me think about how to phrase this. Like, if you come up to speak to me, I'm not gonna be a bitch and like say like I don't want to fucking talk to you, like get on my face, like you're a fucking loser, like go suck my cock. But there's no but. There's no but. There's no but. I'm not gonna. There's no but. Like I'll be like I'll be conversational. Like if you catch me on my free time and I'm just chilling there and you want to talk to me, come and talk to me. Like they're like I have these like there's like these two girls that I was in class with, and like they're super sweet, and I like follow them on Instagram, and like we don't talk that often, but every time they see me, they always come up to me and they initiate the conversation, and I'm always receptive to it because I'm like, oh, they don't hate me in this moment, so let's talk, let's have fun. But like if I see them outside sometimes and they don't like initiate it, I'm like, oh, maybe they don't want to talk to me, right? Maybe they're having like a maybe someone's dog died, you know, and they just want that time alone, so I'm just gonna leave them be. But if they come up to me, it's like, hey Queen, I'm like, oh my god, hi. So yeah, so if you come up to me and talk to me, I'll be like, oh my god, hi. But if you don't, then I'm just like, okay. I don't know. I'm not like super insecure about that like aspect of me. It's just who I am, and it's not something I like particularly want to like improve on. Like, it'd be nice if I could like talk to more people, but like I just don't want to. Like, there's never a need to. There's never no purpose. No purpose. That's English. Like I can talk to people if I want to, but it's just like there's no desire, there's no need, there's no purpose for me to talk to people, so I don't. Like, if I really wanted to shoot the shit, I can shoot the shit with my friends, you know? Like, there's no reason for me to just shoot the shit with strangers. And like I'm always like kind of not paranoid. I'm always kind of like anxious about the fact that what if I'm just like butting into someone's conversation and they don't want me to like talk to them, cuz like I don't know. I've always had that anxiety as a kid where like I just don't want to like join like already established friend groups because I'm always scared that I'm like intruding on their like homie sections or whatever. So I just never really intrude like that. Look at my hydro flask. It's like all dinged up. You guys probably can't even see that, but it's like all dinged up because I like for some reason I thought that like I was never gonna use this thing again, and I needed like a hammer to like make a book basically, and I used this as a hammer, and yeah, it worked pretty well. I was like using like a needle and stuff, so like I was scared that I like punctured a hole, but like nothing has been leaking recently, so I mean, money well spent. I bought this back in like fucking high school, and it's still serving its purpose. So, I mean, if you guys want to get it. Not sponsored, by the way. Imagine if this is like a coldest water bottle, and I'm like, check out my code down below. Oh my god. But yeah, I filled this thing up at like fucking 8 in the morning. Or like when I left for school, and it still has fucking ice in it. Like, it's literally almost 7 in the PM right now, and it's like, what the fuck? But yeah, I've been trying to get in that water because I remember how shitty it feels to feel dehydrated in the middle of class. You guys ever get like those really like tacky lips in the middle of class? It just feels like shit, and like feeling dehydrated throughout the entire day is just bollocks. So I mean, I've been trying to get that water intake in. Trying to be like one of the water bottle girlies. Maybe I should get a bigger one. I don't know. I kind of like the one that I have now. I mean, it has a lot of personality. I'll tell you that. Like, when you feel it, it feels like it has acne. I like that. I like it. It doesn't need... I'm not going to put it on Accutane. I'm not going to put any CeraVe on this bitch. I like it with acne. I like acne bitches. You know, if you have acne, I like that. And I mean that genuinely. I don't have any acne, but like, I don't know if that's offensive to say. Like, that you like someone's acne. I feel like... Am I fetishizing acne havers right now? Is that something? But I don't know, I feel like it's just like a really human and like it's like a really human thing. It just reminds me that like damn, yeah, that's a human thing, and it just is. I don't think I've ever looked at anyone's face with like acne and be like, ew. What the fuck? That Noel and fucking Cody meme. Ew, bro, what the fuck? You're drinking cum? I don't know why I got on the tangent, but like, if you have acne, you're cool. You're cool. If you don't have acne, you're cool. I don't know if there's any other in between. I don't know. I think that's all I have to say for now. I have to go to class tomorrow. I'm actually gonna do some homework now, I think. Because tomorrow I want to spend the breaks in between my classes to schedule some more videos and get them uploaded. And if you guys like see some parts in the videos where I like don't edit something, or like if there's really long pauses, sue me, man. Because honest to God, like after editing the first 5 videos, I was like the most editing I did for one video was the Gatorade, not the Gatorade. There's like one video where I like was like brain lagging and like I was just pausing. And that was like the most editing I did. And then there was one video where I'd like put up like a TikTok, and that was it. Yeah, I don't know shit about editing. I'm using iMovie right now, so you guys like do not expect a lot out of me right now, okay? Because I'm literally filming on a MacBook. I'm like doing like everything like really low key, like, okay. But anyways, okay, I need to go like do homework, okay? Like it's not like crucial homework, like it's not due until like next week, but I just want to get it done and dealt with because like I said, I'm an anxious person, and if I don't get that done, I'm going to be thinking about it when I'm hanging out with my friends a couple days from now. And oh, yes, I'm actually hanging out with a friend that moved a while ago, and she got engaged, and I'm gonna fucking grill her on that because I want to know why at 20 she's getting fucking married. Just kidding. But I just want to see how she's doing and how she's like chilling, and I get to hang with her on Saturday, and I'm kind of excited because I haven't seen her since like probably junior year of high school, which is crazy to say because it's been like 4 years. Oh my god, it's been 4 years. Yeah, so I gotta check up on her and see how she's doing. But yeah, I'm sorry for like itching my nose right now. Like it's like really juicy right now. A lot of mucus in there. But yeah, so okay, peace out, you guys. I don't really know how to like end these videos. Anyways, all right, see you guys later. Kisses.